I want tougher fighters. I want to be world champion. Zurdo looks slow as shit tonight. That'd be easy work too. Badu Jack, I want everybody. Anthony Joshua, Gervonta, and Tommy, stop running.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Joshua.
I think that's the main one that we talked a lot about. Is if it's not for the title, it's looking at Tommy if he's reasonable, and then Anthony Joshua. And he's adamant that he wants to make that fight happen at the end of 2026.
Yeah, before we do, let's face these moves off.
Yeah, let's do it.
You getting ready today? Let's go!
Slow. You know that? He's got some belly too. You're gonna have to speed up. You're a good fighter. You're a good fighter. But it's a little slow. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Congrats on the win, man.
Jake Paul is firing on all cylinders after his unanimous decision win over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. A fight that not only cemented his rising status in the boxing world,
has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some shit talk back and forth for a couple of years, and my goal is to become world champion.
but also sparked a frenzy of audacious calls for bouts with some of the biggest names in the sport, with punches flying both inside and outside the ring.
Have your opinions on him changed?
You know, he's a strong, good boxer. The first 3-4 rounds. After that, I feel tired him. So I don't think he's ready for the champions, but he's a good fighter. So.
On June 28th at Anaheim's Honda Center, Paul outworked Chavez over 10 rounds to improve his record to 12-1-7 KOs, utterly dominating a fighter often seen as boxing royalty, even if past his prime. In his post-fight interview, basking in the glow of a performance he deemed flawless, Paul declared himself barely touched. "I think I only got hit 10 times," and labeled Chavez a Mexican warrior, explicitly saying he embarrassed him.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
Leveraging that momentum, the ever-confident Paul wasted no time calling out a star-studded lineup. Tommy Fury, whose split decision win over him in 2023 still stings. Gervonta, Tank Davis, lightweight lethal and popular. Cruiserweight unified champ Gilberto Zurdo, Ramirez. Badu Jack, and the heavyweight behemoth Anthony Joshua, whom he labeled an insane fight, and with whom he insists he's actively DMing and planning discussions for late 2026.
What's the expectation tonight? Chavez Jr. getting a crack at Jake Paul. A lot of people have wanted Jake Paul to go down. Chavez Jr., the latest in the installment of an actual fighter, an actual championship boxer, getting a chance to fight him. What do you think his chances are tonight?
Well, you see who I'm rocking with. I don't gotta say nothing else.
Rocking with an outside, right?
What up, Chavez Jr.? I Gotta represent. Always.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
His promotional partner, Naksa Bidarian, confirmed his determination to sit down with Joshua's camp during the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano trilogy promo event in New York to lock in the bout. Fans have reacted, some with enthusiasm, others with criticism, calling the idea of Paul versus Joshua a circus fight.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Joshua.
I think that's the main one that we talked a lot about is if it's not for the title, it's looking at Tommy if he's reasonable, and then Anthony Joshua. And he's adamant that he wants to make that fight happen at the end of 2026.
A matchup some say is even sillier than the AJ versus Francis Ngannou crossover spectacle. Paul's ambitions don't stop there. He doubled down on his challenge to Canelo Alvarez, claiming he'd literally rip his heart out in a street fight, saying he would have beaten Canelo too in the ring, even going so far as to call him a money-hungry squirrel for exiting talks in favor of a Riyadh season deal.
Always love to make rumors up about me, but I do drug testing, the commission drug testing right before the fight, all these types of things.
They should focus on Canelo and his team, not on Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Jake
he's
Paul
popping.
has been clean
It's
time
so
and time
crazy.
again.
It's so crazy that people that actually pop for this they don't call him out. And then I'm over here looking like a doughboy. I got love handles, dog. That's after not eating for 3 weeks, basically. So if I was on that it wasn't working.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Paul's jab at Canelo comes after the Mexican star opted to sign a 4-fight Saudi contract in February, leaving their May bout unfulfilled. Paul still insists that fight will come at cruiserweight once he secures a world title. Meanwhile, Canelo is now locked into a mega event versus Terence Crawford on September 13th, 2025, in Las Vegas. But Paul has said he'll take him regardless, even doubting Canelo's form after his stale performance against William Skull.
How about Canelo? You said Canelo this week.
Canelo needs me, so I'm not even going to try and call him out, but he knows he wants the payday, so he knows where the money man's at.
Would you ever do like exhibitions like that, or like people like Jake Paul call you out, or these like other big stars? Like, is that business-wise like even worth it?
When I'm done with boxing, why not? Maybe I'll do it. I think it's
like when you're done like competing at the highest level, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's good because what happened there is other people who never watch boxing or they don't know anything about boxing, they wanna watch Jake Paul because he's coming from he bring fans from other world, right? Yeah. That's good because everybody enjoy it.
Would you ever entertain that idea when you're done?
Maybe.
Adding fuel to the fire, Paul accused Canelo's camp of steroid talk, branding them as fearful and unprofessional. With regards to the UK, Paul is planning another MVP-promoted show across the pond. With the possibility of Joshua or Fury headlining, he's ready to invade Britain, stating, "We would love to," and calling for a UK-based event later this year.
And so I like the challenge. People, that's the criticism. Fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all. And Anthony Joshua is an insane fight, but I want that challenge. We've been DMing back and forth. He wants to make it happen. He called me up, and it's looking very likely for next year.
Financially, Paul's star power is undeniable. The Chavez Jr. fight shattered the Honda Center Gate record, surpassing revenue from past Canelo and Ryan Garcia events. Just days before Paul beat Chavez, his meteoric rise continues, from beating heavyweight legend Mike Tyson in November to building pay-per-view credibility that sees his events generate tens of millions. Now he claims ranking movement is imminent with the WBA and WBC after beating Chavez Jr., paving his path toward an actual world title shot.
Who are you fighting next?
Everybody.
Me?
Yeah, I'll fight you.
You would fight me?
Why not? You're fucking tiny.
I'm taller than you.
You're still tiny.
Me and you fighting would go crazy, bro.
It would suck to be the one that has to deal with losing, but I wouldn't be the one that would have to deal with
I have the
that,
opposite perspective. I feel like ruining my little brother's boxing career would be so bad and mean.
With boxing's ecosystem now popping, Paul's declarations take on a sharper edge. He wants the next step to be a world title, and crucially, Fights that deliver boxing legitimacy and big money. Whether that's Fury redemption for his lone loss, Tank's lightning-fast power, Ramirez or Jack for cruiserweight gold, or the heavyweight dream of Joshua. His crossweight ambitions, in-your-face bravado, and record-smashing promotions make him one of the most polarizing figures in sport today.
I want tougher fighters. I want to be world champion. Zerto looks slow as tonight. That'd be easy work too. Badu Jack, I want everybody. Anthony Joshua, Gervonta, and Tommy, stop running.
And whether fans consider him serious or sensational, he's keeping the boxing world talking nonstop. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.